If you're in need of a spring landscaping refresh, allow me to be your inspiration. Welcome to Rosemary and Real Things. It's early May here in Zone 6 and just past the last frost date for spring. I want to plant some flowers and herbs and also try a different way of preventing weeds by using a weed barrier cloth. My sister came over to help me out, and we started by overturning the barrier line of geodes that started to sink into the ground. We admired the ants and the roly-polies, but the spiders had to go. After that was done, we started to remove the top layer of landscape rock and rubber mulch with our hands. However, that quickly got old, so we headed to the barn for some tools. That's better. Here I need to go get a shovel to start overturning the topsoil. I then got bored of the monotony and left the hard work for my sister to do. Okay, back to the fun part of flower placement. And my sister is raking out the topsoil so that it's an even layer of ground before we lay down the weed barrier cloth. Okay, now we're getting to the fun part. We are about to lay down the DeWitt Weed Barrier Basic Weed Control Cloth. This is the 3 foot by 50 foot, so it covers a 150 square foot area. However, the landscaping area you see here today is 24 foot by 4 foot, so 96 square foot area. You'll see I did double over on the cloth in some areas. This cloth was under $10, and I'll put the link in the description and in the comments below if you're interested. I'm excited to try a new method of weed control. It can be so frustrating and discouraging when you take the time to plant things and it just gets overtaken by weeds. So hopefully this works, and I will be posting updates to let you know if it does. Okay, we are back from our break. The next thing we did was place the geodes back on the weed barrier cloth. For this reason, I needed to use less anchor pins. So I actually only used 20 anchor pins. I actually could have used more and may buy more and go back and put them in after the fact. And I think you would need way more anchor pins, something like 50, if you were not using some kind of rock or brick barrier like I am with the geodes. However, I was able to initially get away with using just 20 anchor pins. I've also linked those in the description if you're interested. We planted 12 different flowers here and 5 different herbs. The first herb I'm planting here is catnip, which is a perennial. And you can see my cats are very interested in that. I'm excited to see how that goes this year. The next herb is rosemary. It's a tender perennial and explains why my rosemary came back for the last 2 years but did not this year after a hard winter here in Zone 6. And of course, I had to plant rosemary. It's the channel's namesake. I also got bouquet dill, which is an annual, sweet basil, another annual, and I'm going to try lavender again, which is a perennial, but I have had trouble with that one before, so hopefully it does better this year. Let me know if you have any tips for growing lavender in Zone 6. I attempted to give a good amount of space for my herbs. If you've grown herbs outside before, especially the perennials, you know they can get huge. At some point, I will show you my other perennial herbs that I have, which includes sage, thyme, oregano, and various kinds of mint. For the flowers in this space, I really wanted a pop of color. I wanted something that could withstand the heat of the midday sun that falls on this area. And I also wanted something that would make good cut flowers. So I decided to go with a lot of vinca. We planted 12 flowers here, 9 of which are vinca. These thrive in hot and dry conditions. So I'm excited to see how they do here. And we actually did 9 different varieties of vinca, different colors. And my sister and I switched them up into a pattern, so the color should look really good. I can't wait to give you updates on that. So the different colors of vinca are Tattoo Black Cherry, Pacifica Mix, Titan Cranberry, Victory Grape, Pacifica Really Red, Victory Blue, Titan Blush, Pacifica Apricot, and Pacifica Polka Dot. Vincas are annuals, so they will not grow back the following year. I did want to plant some flowers that are perennial and will return year after year that are also cut flowers, so I went with carnations. We have 4 carnations here. I went with the grenadine mix. It's multicolored, red, pink, and yellow. I'm really looking forward to see how these turn out. The other perennial I put here is balloon flower. And I was not planning on getting this, but on the trip to my local greenhouse a few weeks ago, I saw it and I just could not resist. The blooms look like a balloon before the flower opens. And then they open into these beautiful bluish purple big flowers that actually last a while as well. And the final flower of today is another annual. It is the lantana in the passion fruit color. These are so beautiful and they attract pollinators. So I'm hoping that one grows big and beautiful this year. My sister said this might be her favorite of all the flowers. We're done planting now, and it's time to return the landscaping rocks and rubber mulch to their original location. Here we're putting on the final touches as my cats run up the tree in the background. So I will be posting updates of the flower growth and also let you know if the weed barrier is effective. If it works, it will definitely save me time pulling weeds. And I'll be posting more videos like this, so please like and subscribe if you're interested. And if this inspired you to plant something, let me know what that is in the comments section below. Let me show you the final view here. I'm so happy with how this turned out, and it has already withstood quite a few storms that we've had. Thank you for watching, and God willing, I will see you in the next video. In the meantime, go ahead and check out my shorts if you want more content. I hope you have a great day.